before the sun stirs on the 1st of May. The veil grows thin. In hidden glades, beneath blooming trees, old powers wake. May Day, the festival of flowers, fire, and fertility, was once a gateway to the unseen. A celebration. And a warning. Today, we're stepping into the wild heart of this forgotten festival, and into the secrets of the hawthorn, the tree of fairies' weddings. And death. May Day didn't begin with flowers. It began with fire. In the Celtic world, the night before May 1st was known as Beltane, a sacred fire festival that split the year in two. The dark half, ruled by winter and death, was over. The bright half, summer, life, and growth, had begun. Bonfires were lit across the hills of Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Not for warmth, but for magic. Cattle were driven between twin flames for protection. Couples leapt across the embers to seal their fertility. And some say, spirits walked freely that night, just as they do on Samhain. May Day, then, is not all joy. It is the dawn after a night of powerful mystery. At first light, villagers left their beds to go a-maying. Into the woods they wandered, gathering branches, garlands and wildflowers. But this wasn't just for decoration. They were inviting the spirit of nature into their homes. Doors, windows, even barns and wells were draped in fresh greenery, symbols of fertility, hope, and protection. In some places, naked dew bathing was part of the rite. Young women would roll in the grass at dawn to absorb May's power, health, beauty, and good fortune. Even Cromwell, England's Puritan Lord Protector, supposedly used May dew on the advice of his physician. At the heart of May Day stood a crowned girl, the Queen of the May. She wasn't just the prettiest. She embodied the earth in bloom. The goddess in her maiden form. Some villages also crowned a king of the May, and in others, staged a ritual drama, a battle between winter and summer. Winter, often a man in women's clothes, always lost. Summer, beautiful, fertile, alive, prevailed. These echoes go back to pre-Christian myth. The marriage of the May Queen and May King was symbolic of the union of heaven and earth, of nature's renewal. Even the act of dancing around the maypole, ribbons spiraling around a tall, upright staff, carried heavy fertility symbolism. But no tree held more power on May Day than the hawthorn. Known as the May tree or white thorn, it bloomed just in time for the festival. Its flowers crowned doors, girls and maypoles. Its boughs became offerings. But this tree has two faces. To the Greeks, it symbolized betrothal. Torches made of hawthorn led newlyweds to their chambers. In Victorian flower language, hawthorn stood for hope. But in England and Ireland, it also had a darker nature. Bringing hawthorn indoors was considered deadly, an omen of death. Its blossoms, with their sweet and slightly decaying scent, were said to carry the smell of the plague. And then there are the fairies. A single hawthorn, growing alone in a field, was called a fairy thorn. To cut it down was to invite disaster. In Ireland, even road construction has been diverted to avoid them. If you must take from a hawthorn, old custom demands you ask permission, or risk falling under enchantment. In Herefordshire, England, a strange tradition was practiced. On New Year's Day, villagers made a hawthorn globe, a tight ball of hawthorn twigs. At dawn, the old globe was burned in the fields, a rite called burning the bush, to drive away evil and disease, specifically, wheat smut, the devil's work. Elsewhere, Robin Hood, Maid Marian, and the Green Man joined the May revels. The Green Man, carved in churches with foliage sprouting from his face, is a spirit of vegetation, perhaps even a forgotten god, hiding in plain sight. Not everyone loved May Day. The Puritans, grim-faced and suspicious, saw the maypole as a pagan idol. Dancing around it. A dangerous throwback to Roman fertility rites. And yet, the people clung to it. After Cromwell's fall, May Day returned, muted, but still alive. Even as the industrial age turned green fields into factories, children still danced, and lovers still met under hawthorn blossoms. In time, May Day was reborn again, this time as International Workers' Day, a celebration of labor rights and collective power. But the old magic, it's still there. May Day is a mirror. It reflects what we most need: hope, rebirth, love. and maybe a little danger. The hawthorn still blooms, but will you dare pick it? Somewhere between Beltane fire and fairy glade, the old ways wait. May you walk carefully and bring home the May. Subscribe for more strange history, occult lore, and forgotten myths.